हे काय आहे, मला नाही खायचंय. तुम हमेशा बोरिंग खाना बनाती हो. I don't like this. If your child says such things to almost every new food, if meal times are turning into daily battle, you are not alone. Picky eating is very common in young children, but the way we respond at the table can either increase resistance or build healthy eating habits. Today, let's understand how to manage picky eaters mindfully without pressure, bribing, or food battles. Hello, Namaste. Welcome to Mindful Parenting with Dimple. Let's understand why children become picky. So, before we fix the behavior, we must understand the child. Many children are not being stubborn about food. Their nervous system, sensory preferences, and need of control are still developing. Common reasons include fear of new textures or smells, need of independence, previous pressure around food, small appetite fluctuations. See, when we see picky eating as communication, not defiance, our response becomes calmer and more effective. Mistake number one, forcing or pressuring the child. Very often we say, finish everything on your plate. Just take one more bite. See, everyone else is eating. जो बनाया है चुपचाप खा लो. But pressure usually backfires. It increases anxiety around food and reduces the child's internal hunger cues. What we can do instead? Follow the division of responsibility. Parents decide that what, when, and where, and child can decide whether and how much. Serve the meal calmly. Trust the child's appetite over time. You can say like, this is what we are having for dinner. You can eat how much your tummy needs. Mistake number two, becoming a short order cook. Many parents end up making separate meals. If you don't want this, I'll make something else. अच्छा चलो तुम्हें क्या खाना है मैं वो बना देती हूँ. This is very understandable that we just want them to eat. But over time, children learn to reject food more quickly. What to do instead? Serve at least one safe food the child usually eats along with the family meal. See, this gives security without creating multiple menus. Keep the routine predictable. Calm exposure builds acceptance slowly. Mistake number three, turning mealtime into a performance. Sometimes meal becomes negotiation, bribing, distracting with screens, counting bites. This shifts focus away from listening to the body. So, what to do instead? Create a calm mealtime environment. Sit together when possible. Reduce screens. Keep conversations light. Model eating the same food. So, please remember that children learn more from what we do than what we say. Let's discuss some practical mindful tools. Tool number one, tiny exposure. New foods can feel overwhelming. Offer very small portions without pressure. Even seeing and touching food is a progress. पहली बार में वो खा लेगा या फिनिश कर देगा ऐसे एक्सपेक्टेशंस मत रखिए, उन्हें टाइम दीजिए. टूल नंबर टू, फूड प्ले आउटसाइड मील टाइम. लेट चिल्ड्रन हेल्प यू विद ग्रोसरी शॉपिंग, washing vegetables, mixing dough, arranging salad. See, ownership reduces resistance. Tool number three, the neutral response. If the child says, I don't like it, avoid reacting strongly. Simply say, you don't have to eat it right away. This keeps food emotionally safe. Tool number four, make it fun. You can use cookie cutters, use different shapes, create something, likable. Or allow dipping. What progress really looks like. Mindful eating progress is slow and quiet. It may look like smelling a new food, licking once, touching but not eating, eating after many exposures. This is completely normal. Food acceptance often takes 15 to 20 न्यूट्रल एक्सपोजर्स प्रेशर डालने से, ज़बरदस्ती करने से, स्क्रीन देकर या ब्राइब देकर आप शॉर्ट टर्म रिलीफ अचीव कर लेंगे, पर उनका फूड के साथ रिश्ता पक्का करना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है. प्रेशर may give short term bites, but calm consistency builds long term eaters. Let me share another very real moment. It was a Sunday afternoon. Nishant was playing happily when his grandmother bought a bowl of freshly cut fruits. "Mango and apples for you," she said lovingly. Nishant looked and immediately turned his face away. "I don't want it." Grandma tried sweetly. "Just one bite, it's very tasty. Arey khaun tar bag." Nishant slid down in his chair. His voice got louder. "No, I said no." Mom was watching from the side. She could sense the situation building. Grandma looked worried. "He never eats fruit properly," she whispered. For a second, Mom felt the old urge. Should she insist? Should she distract him with the phone? Should she promise chocolate later? But instead, she chose differently. She walked over calmly and sat beside Nishant. In a relaxed voice, she said, "I feel you're not in the mood of fruits right now." Mom then placed the fruit plate in the center of the table and said casually, "You don't have to eat. It will stay here while we sit together." No pressure, no drama. They started chatting about his game. After some time, Nishant slowly reached out. First, he touched the mango, then picked up a small piece, then quietly ate it. Mom noticed but stayed neutral. No big celebrations, no "see, I told you," just calm presence. Over time, fruit became less of a battle. When pressure goes down, curiosity often goes up. Sometimes children don't need more convincing. They need more space to feel safe with food. Situation of the session is, imagine that it's dinner time. You have prepared a healthy meal with love. You call your child, "Come to the table, meal is ready." He comes, looks at the plate, and immediately say that, "I don't like this." To gently encourage, "Just try one bite," pushes away the plate slightly. His voice gets louder. "I said I don't want to eat." Within seconds, he starts whining and then crying, and completely refuses to sit at the table. You're already tired. You worry he will sleep hungry. You feel the urge to say that, "Fine, I will make something else," or "Sit here and finish your food right away." What will you say? What will be your reaction? Before handling the child, regulate yourself. Remind yourself that my child is overwhelmed, not misbehaving. Your calm nervous system is the first tool. Go near the child, say in calm and warm voice that, "I know you really wanted the chocolate. You're feeling upset." This does not mean you agree. It means you see their emotions. When children feel seen, the intensity begins to reduce. Then hold the boundary clearly and gently, but firmly. "We are not buying chocolate today. I will help you calm down." Avoid long explanations in this moment. Keep it short and steady. You have to stay present through the storm. This is where many parents struggle. Your child may still cry, may still roll on the floor. Stay nearby if safe. Keep your voice low. Avoid threatening or rushing. You can repeat calmly, "I'm right here. You're safe." You will go home once your body is calm. Your presence helps the nervous system settle. Only after the child is settled, you may say that, "Your body is calm now, let's go home." Or, "Would you like to help me hold the bag?" This helps transition without power struggle. Your job is not to make your child eat perfectly today. Your job is to build a healthy, lifelong relationship with food. So, mindful parenting does not mean giving in, allowing everything, or stopping every tear. Mindful parenting means strong boundaries, soft tones, and calm presence. Comfort the emotion and hold the limit. बच्चों को करेक्ट न्यूट्रिशन मिलना बहुत ज़रूरी है, पर खाना सिर्फ खाना नहीं होता, उनके लिए एक नया एक्सपीरियंस है. सो इफ मील टाइम हैव बीन स्ट्रेसफुल इन योर होम, टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ because change starts with small mindful shifts. So train your brains as every child deserves an aware parent. If this helped you, share it with another parent who is struggling with picky eating. And for more practical mindful parenting tools, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Mindful Parenting with Dimple.